wanted to do something not just for ourselves. We needed a central base to try and help other people. And it was an empty building. I mean, it's been empty for, what, 5 years, apart from the Peace Shop, which paid something like a peppercorn rent every 6 months or something. It was just lying there empty.
What we say is that people can organise cooperatively on a peaceful basis amongst each other, and if they're prepared to change their attitudes, it's about freedom for you, but also freedom for others. You shouldn't want to infringe other people's freedom. We don't need rules and laws and police to cooperate with each other. We don't need coercion. We can work on cooperation. And this place is a classic example of why we don't need anybody telling people what to do to get something done. Things can be run collectively.
We've started off a squatting advice service, which is like people come in and if they need help to, say, get a squat off the ground or something, or if they need a list of empties, we've compiled a big list of houses around town, mainly covering most of the city. So we just give general advice to people who need it. And there's a claimants union, which is pretty new, and that's like run by a group of unemployed people. And they help people to go down the dole and that and claim things. If they've got interviews and that, they can go for a bit of backup support and that seems to be going quite well. We get quite a lot of people coming to that. That's like a really well attended meeting. We also have like open weekends, and we run workshops with people coming in to give talks, and we show videos on various topics, like we've done Ireland and sabbing, animal rights, and there's been loads of discussions. And there's also a men's anti-sexist group, and we have women's evenings. There's a lot of equipment here, like typewriters and printing stuff, and anyone who wants to use it can just like come in. You don't have to pay or anything, we just let them use it. And on Saturdays there's a vegan cafe, which is like cheap food. Sometimes there's live music, and that's gone down quite well.
I think there is a good atmosphere in here of people genuinely wanting to cooperate with each other, and I think that's like the main advantage over a lot of places, because nobody wants to take the role of leader in here. Everybody wants to work together.
Yeah.
And in that way, there's no personality clashes.
I think it brings people closer together, because especially the people that have been organising this place, well, not organising, but helping out here. I mean, there was a lot of hard work to be done, and everybody just got together and grafted and got the place sorted out, and then people started to come in, new faces that we've never seen, and get involved.
That's why I say that people that actually behind the same camera.
We have had people who have had said some sexist things and some anti-gay things, and they've been told, But we don't go up to them and say, right, if you say that again, we're going to have you out, we're going to kick your head in. We say to them, we don't want that in here, and explain why and everything. So I don't think I suppose technically the rules, but not rules in the same way as the society's rules. They're just something we'd like to see.
There's a sense where, especially black people, Asian people could come along, and females, and wouldn't be subjected to racist and sexist remarks, which will drive people away.
When we actually got in, one of the main things is don't cause any supposedly criminal damage, and we didn't because it was so insecure. In fact, I'm surprised somebody hadn't come in already. And just basically don't cause any trouble, like music, etc., or just a lot of noise. Just keep low until you've got the place sorted out, until you can actually get the place secure.
The fact is, unless they can prove you've actually broken in, break and entry, or you've actually caused criminal damage, then you are totally within your rights to actually go and occupy an empty building. And anybody actually trying to forcibly evict you without a possession order is technically breaking the law, although in practice that doesn't always work.
I think the council regard us as a bit of an embarrassment to them. They're doing everything they can to get us out, it seems, for a totally selfish reason. When they do evict us, the eviction day is on Thursday. It seems that this building, they'll probably just board it up and it'll just be empty again.
And as far as most of us are concerned, if they want us out, they're going to have to get us out. And if they have to bring the police in, it's going to be more of an embarrassment to them.
We always said if they bring us down in here, we'll bring them down as well, the council. No, we're not going without a fight.
Actually in the old Peace Shop part of it, and all the heavy violence was like taking place in there. What we did was we cleared everything out, and then a lot of us occupied it when it was empty, and they didn't like that. They were dragging us out and using brute force, and people were clinging onto furniture and not going, sort of thing. And then at one stage during the eviction, somebody got up on a ladder and actually got back in to the window who'd already been turfed out. And some bailiffs started making racist comments. There were various racist comments flying around. And all of a sudden, splash, this bucket of water was thrown over a bailiff's head.
It just goes to show, never trust these type of people. I mean, we had negotiations where people from the squat were going into Mr. Dean's office and talking with him civil and all that. And he was making these promises and coming across as a worthwhile character, but he showed his true colours on the actual eviction day, didn't he? They have this image of being a left-wing, caring, socialist council, but when it comes down to it, I mean, they're just garbage people. The words mean nothing. They're just there to promote their own egos and further themselves, better themselves. I mean, the amount of difficulties the eviction has caused, it's just going to escalate all the time. I mean, it's just like destroyed so many facilities and so many like projects that were going on. The council, like, they're responsible for a hell of a lot. They've got a lot to answer for.
All our work hasn't been destroyed. The building may be closed off to us, but there's plenty more. And the groups that we set up and the activities and that, they're all still going.
I mean, this is just the beginning. I mean, we know we can do this now, we know we've been successful. So, like, we've experienced it, like, and next time we know better.
So you always think you're on your own, with this idea, like, and you come together, they're all the same. That's what's given me, like, confidence, meeting people and expressing your views better.